Hi, Robin.
Hi, Patrick. Nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too. And we are back with I. There were lots of different tools that were jumping up and down to get my attention for I. But there's this one that is really standing out. And it's standing out again because it's something that I've used within the past 24 hours. So that everyone out there knows when we're introducing these tools, they're tools that we use in our daily lives and continue to use, and they evolve, and the more that I use them, the stronger and more powerful that they get. So I'm really excited to share this one with you. And this is a tool that just showed up in my awareness about a year ago, and it's what I call the infinity loop. And it's a tool that I use if I'm feeling disconnected from someone in my life. If I'm feeling like there's an argument or there's something that I'm holding on to, if there's anger or if there's grief, or if there's anything that just feels sticky or unpleasant. And in some way, when I think about somebody, I get like a ping. And rather than that feeling of, I just love this person and I'm so glad that they're here, I get a little bit of a oof. You know what I mean? Just that like not sure I want to see them right now. Probably need some space. So rather than going into what might be more of a contracted state, a like, oof, like push away, like I need to protect myself, I need to keep myself safe from this. I had this vision that I could reconnect our hearts. And the way that I reconnect hearts is I imagine my heart. So we can do it between the two of us, just as an example. So I'm picturing your heart and I'm picturing my heart here. And you don't have to be in the same place. We're not in the same place while we're doing this. And what I do is I picture it's like an infinity loop, is how I describe it. So it looks like infinity, but it's on its side. And I picture energy coming up from your heart, down through a middle point, over, up through my heart, and then going back down through the middle point, and then back up through your heart. So it's like there's a sideways figure eight that's running between my heart on one side and your heart on the other side. And then there's that middle point where the energy crosses through or crosses over. And what I'll do is I'll just imagine this loop. And as I breathe, I imagine energy flowing out from my heart, going through this center point, coming up through your heart, going back through the center point, and coming back up through my heart. So I just sort of notice that energy. And I like this energy to look white. I like for it to look white and clear, and I like for it to feel really spacious. And when it's flowing like that, I just instantly feel that heart to heart connection. Now, this isn't always how it is when we're connecting with someone. Sometimes when I'm connecting with somebody and there's been an argument or there's some disconnection or some distress in the system, then it almost feels like it can take a little while to get that going. It feels like it can be kind of gunky. And I can see stuff even moving through that energy. I can just sort of feel like, ugh, like I don't know. I can, it's like I don't even want to connect with that person. Ugh. So as I sit with that, I'll just allow for the energy to keep flowing and just trust that eventually I'm going to get that clear white light. And I always do. Sometimes it takes a few minutes.
Let's try that right now because this is so easy. Like between you and me, it's like I felt it like before you said it.
Well, so tell me, and it doesn't have to be another person, but it could even be like I've done this with the IRS. When I was feeling some stickiness around taxes, I thought I'm going to imagine the IRS on one side and me on the other side, and
Mhm.
I'm going to do this connection loop. So
Yeah, it really does. It harmonizes our energy with that person or substance or group, like so even a food. So I just kind of want to give everybody listening, um, maybe we can each think about something or someone that's a little sticky and try this for a minute. Is that okay?
that's
Should should
perfect.
we each do our own or should we yeah, let's just each do our own.
Let's do our own.
Okay. Do you use your hand? I'm using my hand to help me. Do you do that, or
I
do
do
you?
sometimes use my hand to help guide that visualization of this is where things are flowing.
Yeah, so you can feel where there's like I feel kind of like as if it were light, um, some clarity and some stickiness, and I can actually feel things clearing. I feel a little sadness come up, and I'm allowing that. And it's almost like the love or the light is washing it clean, and it's a human experience. It's like we're all we're all in here doing the best we can, right? And we are all energy, and a lot of people just are not as aware, right? We all do the best we can with where we are. That was so cool. I did one person, and my energy immediately went to another person that this wanted to do. So it's almost like a I'm seeing like a flower, like the center, and then like the petals around the edge, like a daisy,
Oh, I love it.
right? Like this person's done. Okay, go to, how about this one? I'm not going to go all around the edge, but it's interesting that my own energy pulled up someone else, and it's easy.
Yeah, I find it's remarkably easy, and it gets easier the more that I do it. And of course, the more that you're doing this regularly with people who you might be coming into conflict with, the faster that it'll clear, and that it'll go to that white, that bright white light, and that feeling that you have of, well, this is okay. Everyone here is doing their best. We're all in it together. And sometimes what I'll do too is at that crossover point, so that middle point, I might even put a particular quality if there's a quality that I want to embrace. So if I want to have peace with someone, I might have the energy running back and forth between our hearts and then through this quality of peace.
Beautiful.
Or
Yeah, I almost
maybe
see like a little gem there,
exactly. And you can
like
pick what it is. If
a
you want
little
peace, if you
diamond.
want happiness, if you
Mhm.
want joy, romance, it could be anything. Whatever it is, growth. So I was doing that exercise and I was actually doing it with the algorithm. So I was thinking about my how I share my work on Substack and sometimes through other social media platforms and just this contentious relationship that I can have with this algorithm that I think somehow is dictating how my content's being shared. And I just sort of felt like, well, this isn't helping anyone. But now I just feel like, well, the algorithm's just doing its job and so am I. And if I put connection at that center point, then maybe the algorithm, I can actually appreciate how it can connect me.
Yeah, it actually feels pretty profound. Um, because if you are in the center, and you are, everybody is, you are in the center of your world, and each one of these interactions and mm, things and people and institutions that you connect with, if all of that energy is clear, then your energy gets brighter and lifted and brighter and lifted. And you are such a blessing. You're like the sun, and these are like all the planets, and you have this harmonious relationship. So I love that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And it lifts their energy too.
Exactly.
It's
It lifts
world
the
service.
world's energy.
Absolutely. It's also a great thing to do before you go to bed. If you've had an argument or if there's a lingering thing that you can feel with a person or with a thing. If you clear that energy before you go to sleep, then it doesn't go with you into the dream space. So I find too that's a wonderful technique to free you in your dreams from needing to process some of that. If you can do it in advance, then you can get more creative and more imaginative. So it can sort of reduce the energetic burden on that special clearing space.
And that reminds me, inspires me. Years ago, when I was taking Eden energy medicine class, we would muscle test our foods, how we responded to certain foods in this one class. And if, so somebody tested weak to chocolate, right? Their body was saying no, thank you. And then we did figure eights between her and the chocolate, and then it tested strong.
Oh, wow.
So it's harmonizing, so with people, but also with substances. So perhaps that is almost like what blessing your food is, right? Energetically. Um, or anyway, so we could use it for food or people. But I've never done it that way. And that's really beautiful. The infinity loop. I'm inspired and intrigued by all your energy tools.
Well, thank you for sharing your inspiration and your intrigue.